Hi, I have a question for you because I've asked this of myself, so I think this is a good question for the collective. Are you living life or are you studying spirituality and trying to live up to others' desires, standards for who you are meant to be, thereby formulating who you are meant to be in this world, in this lifetime? So that's something for you to take very seriously and ponder. And I think this eclipse is about that. It's a pivotal moment for us to really consider our belief systems and if they really are helping us, if they're really true. You know, there's a lot of things that we are being taught, even in spirituality. Some of us have run from traditional Christianity because we sense the BS going on, running afoot, the corruption, the, what do you call it? Hypocrisy. But when just running from one to the other, where you find more systems, more institutionalization of reinforcing belief systems and being structured, and you find yourself just leaving one box for another box. And in between the two boxes is you and what your inner self knows is true. So I just want you to consider that. And I knew this as a child. And somewhere along the way, the world kind of dumbs you down, blanks out what you know. But it's always been true. It's not something you have to learn, is my point. We always know the truth inside. And it's not in any book. Books are written by other people. That was my point the other day when I said, I'm reading this card. I'm getting something from it, but I didn't write this card. So I don't know if the words are true, but I'm just going by I'm kind of filtering it through my truth and adjusting. I'm never going to say it if I don't believe it. If I said it before, I may have believed it. And now I've grown and evolved to know, okay, no, go by my own truth. Nobody has the authority on truth over me. There's no one. So that's what I want you to understand too for yourself, is to go by your own guidance. Don't ever be led by anyone else, not by me, not by any other channel, not by any church, not by any politician, not by any leader, not by anyone. You know the truth within yourself. So with that, and I do hope this is a pivotal moment for everyone to accept that what they know is enough. Where you are is enough, is where you're supposed to be. And if you're not at another space in life that you feel you need to be, you'll figure out how to get to that point. But it's definitely not going to come from the answers of anyone outside of you. It's not even going to come from a book that you read. To be honest, it's just going to come from within. Since I feel like this is a moon reading, I am going to tap into the moon cards. I just say into the moon. There's some guidance I take. Okay. And I get two. One is up and one is face down. Let's see what that is about. The one face up is centered calm. Reacting is easy, but choosing with wisdom takes grounded stillness. A decision born in chaos will carry its frequency. And what's face down is trailblazer. When you walk into the unknown, you teach others what's possible. Will you be brave enough to be the first? Well, to be a trailblazer means going on your own, following self, not others. and being brave enough and courageous enough to trust within yourself. Trust yourself and be confident in yourself. So that's what I'm getting from Trailblazer, and then showing others how to do so. Centered calm, being very calm, even when you feel like maybe irrational or fired up or passionate about something, just being grounded and still and fueling that fire. As a trailblazer, oh, you got fire in both cards. Yeah, blazer. So you may have a lot of fiery energy. You may care a lot, because that's where fire comes from. Passion comes from a base of caring about something so much. So knowing that you care so much about something and wanting to do so much about it, but don't burn things down, that's not going to achieve the result that you want. So you need to go about it more practically, strategically, and learn how to fuel that fire in a way that's going to really achieve results. You might be thinking about a movement, starting your own, and not the same movement, I would hope, where there's a leader and everybody, is an hierarchy system. Your movement will more likely be just a movement of everybody empowering themselves. Okay. Just going to pull one tarot card that's going to say everything that I need to know, please. Seven of Wands. I'd expect nothing less. Standing your ground. Yes, Trailblazer, you are going to stand your ground, knowing that nobody has the authority on truth. Nobody can say what's right or wrong above you, to you, or teach you how to live your life. You say how to live your life. All right, let's get one moon card from one deck, and then I'll get another moon card from the other deck. Intuition, night magic. I love that. Night magic. And guidance. Trust the glow pulling you forward. It knows where you belong. Your intuition. Trust it. It knows where you belong. I said that at the beginning. Even if you don't quite have it figured out, even if you're not where you think you should be, but you really are. Even a pause is where you're supposed to be, because we're not supposed to be like at the finish line the day we're born. There's stops along the way, like a game. Enjoy each moment along the path. Don't be so quick to rush through life to get to an end result, to an end point, a destination, and forget to enjoy. Don't have your head so much in books about spirituality that you don't enjoy life. That's what you're trying to learn about, is to have a better life, how to live and be a better person, a more positive impact on the world, hopefully. Live it, be it. Go by your standards. Okay, one more. Came out very quickly. Full moon in Taurus, detoxify. Yeah. Every full moon to me is about releasing, detoxifying, shedding what no longer serves us, like old ideas, outdated identities that we carry because someone else told us we should be this or we should. How about we should be a whole lot of things? I was just thinking about that the other day, how there's some people that will consider you to not be true. Well, what is true? Your version of me is what I should be is true to you. Maybe I'm a myriad of things. Maybe one day I'm, cotton candy soft, and the next day you catch me at the wrong time. Not so soft. That's not a cover up. That's not being inauthentic. That's me being very raw. Sometimes I feel like a nut, sometimes I don't. And that's just how it is. So I think that's how we all are. And we mask in order to fit what someone else is expecting of us. Don't do that. Don't mask. And if somebody dares question, well, why are you being that way when I always expect you to be excited and upbeat? Is something wrong? No, I'm just a person that has normal feelings, and some days I feel like this, and some days I feel blah. And that's okay. No judgment. And it doesn't mean you have to do shadow work. And it doesn't mean that you have to grow. It just means this is life, and we are just experiencing it. We're not hurting anybody, and that's when you need to call in the troops, start digging into the, what's going on and investigating, but if it's not hurting anyone, then so be it. I think that's it for this message. There's probably going to be other messages along the way. This may be even the theme of this channel when I think about it, I would say, because it's something that I care deeply about, not being controlled by any person, group, doctrine, theory, organization. So with that, I shall see you in the next reading.